So how y'all doing? Back out here again, working on this old box. I got a little bit more done on it since the last video. I put the handle on and I put the sticker back in it. I just took printer paper. You can probably see it right there in the corner. Took printer paper and some of this. What do I do with that stuff? Oh, here it is. Some of this right here. Camera on focus. Focus, camera. Okay. Some of that Gorilla Glue and sprayed the original paper and the two pieces I cut, and basically overlapped it in there and made it. It's pretty tough now. It's not all baggy and puffy like it was. I just hope it'll stay. I stuck it on there with that stuff too, so it's glued on there with that and glued together with that. And I didn't get my seam. You can kind of see I didn't get my seam back quite right, but I mean, it's a lot better than it was. It's a lot better than being destroyed and gone forever. So I like what it says. Biggest steel machinist chest on the market. But the funny thing is that Kennedy right there is the same exact size. Now I don't know how old this box is. It may be older than that Kennedy. I'm not sure. If anyone out there knows, I'd be interested to know that information. But yeah, I'm pretty much ready to put it back together now. I went to Harbor Freight on my way home from work. Got some of that stuff to put in drawers, and got some rivets to put the latches back on with. So I'm about to start rolling on that. Get this thing slapped back together, and tell you a little bit about my paint. What I did, because I said I ran out of gloss. Well, I took this. That's clear coat, and I took some flat black. Put the flat black on there until it was almost cured, and I shot that clear coat on there. And I actually had to do that to two of my drawers because I messed up. All of those, I did all of these drawers here, except for that big one. I did all of them in Valspar, that funny made can, kind of like that one up at the top above that green one and silver one right there. With the funny thing, you have to turn. I hate those cans. But I had two of those that I had used a little bit out of. So I took those two and painted all of the drawers except for the two big ones. On the big ones, I got to those and I ran out. So I had to use an older paint that I had. It was Valspar, but it was older. It come out a lot better. I like that paint a lot better, but I only had like that much of the can left, just a little bit. So, and I shot that on the fronts of them, and I don't know, it did like a reaction. It did just fine. It dried, but it made a reaction, so it wasn't very shiny. And none of the drawers were really shiny. And I didn't like that. So I went back through, took clear coat, and cleared them all. And they all did just fine until I got to those two big ones that I'd used the older Valspar on, and it rolled it up. So I was extremely upset over that. So I had to work and scrape it all off with a razor blade. And I mean, it ain't perfect. You can see a spot like right there, because you can't sand that stuff. Once you put new paint on it, you cannot sand it. So I couldn't sand it off. So I wound up having to take paint thinner, and I just sprayed more clear coat on it and wiped it off with the paint thinner. And that, it did alright. This one did it too. This one, I caught it I didn't gouge into the primer. But even it, I mean, it ain't really shiny if you look at it, so I don't know. It is what it is. Can't be too upset over it. I was wanting to use this stuff, because I have a whole freaking case of it right there. But that brown primer that I used, it didn't like it too much, so it went to rolling that up on the first drawer I did. But yeah, it's funny how things work. Frustrating too. The other day though, I went ahead and I greased all my tracks. You can probably see the grease. I greased my tracks up. And I'm probably going to grease them a little bit more before I put the drawers in. Or when I put the drawers in. Inside come out pretty good. You can still see in the corner where the old felt was. Stuff's hard to get out. You can see what that felt does to metal, though. It doesn't do it justice. Pits it up real bad. That's why I'm not going with felt. I was thinking about going. I had this stuff, and I used this stuff before. I've used it on that little box. And I was going to go and get the kind that's solid without the holes. And I got thinking about that. It would probably draw moisture. So, kind with the holes, it'll breathe. So, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and get these latches put on. And I'll be back when I get that done. Alright, well here it is. Got the latches put on. Wasn't too difficult. I kind of had to put the bottoms on, shut the lid, then I laid the tops there and latched them, and then riveted them on. I did that to both of those except for this one. This one I just sort of set it there to where it was in line with that, because it's not as precise as those, so it kind of goes up and drops in that little notch. But it's pretty stout, nice and tight, lined up pretty good, so I'm happy with it. Now I gotta try to get these drawers put in. Be back when I got something else. Well, here it is, all done. I got the liner in it up top, and then the drawers. Put liners in all the drawers and everything. So yeah, it's pretty much done. If you guys like this and you want to see another one, I've got another toolbox just like this that I'm going to be restoring. But if you guys don't want to see that, or don't want me to make a video on that, that's fine. I'm still going to restore it. I'm just not going to make a video on it. So if you want to see me do another one, let me know. If not, that's fine. And if any of you guys saw those tires, those rims, and that muffler, I have a little project coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. If you can't tell what those are, well, you're going to be in a little bit of a surprise. But that's the main reason why I'm restoring this toolbox, so I can work on this. But you guys will find out what this is probably about another month, maybe even by the end of the month. We'll see. But anyway, little things like this just give me something to post until I can get to another big project. So I hope you guys enjoyed. So here's the other box. If you guys want to see me restore this one, let me know. It's about the same as the one I just done under that shelf there. but a little bit rough. Someone's, put a clasp, so I have to do a little welding, a little grinding. It's pretty much the same though, same kind of drawers. This one actually has, you can't see it, has the kind you can snap out, so it has the removable drawers. It's a park box. I don't know what year. Assuming since that's plastic, probably not very old. I do not have the faceplate for it though, but if any of you guys have been wondering what I've been doing, this is it. This whole get back here. This whole little thing here is what I've been working on over the last, I don't know, 3 months. But built this workbench over here. I am gonna put doors up, so this will be an enclosed space eventually. But got my vise bolted down. Got this piece of plate. Made it a little bit tougher. Got a shelf underneath there. I actually got the toolbox that I redone under there. I will eventually put it up here, but we're still working on that roof, or up on the wall. So until I get the wall done, I don't want it to get scratched. But I'll probably put it like right here. But yeah, this is what I've been doing. That Jeep used to be right about where that Sears was, and behind that Jeep is a 49, I believe, Ford pickup truck, and it used to be where the Jeep was, and behind it was just a bunch of junk. And I went through and cleaned all that out, moved stuff, put stuff up, cleared out space, and I put down this old vinyl flooring. But it's just old dirt floor. Shed, as you can see over here, dirt floor. Just something to keep the dust down and to make the leaves easier to get out. As you can see, this was clean and they're in here, blowed back in here. But it ain't too bad in here to piddle on something. But figured I'd stick this at the end of the video in case anyone was curious. But yeah, I'm hoping to do some, hoping to start doing some videos in here when I get it all set up and get that special project in here that you guys don't know about yet. So hopefully I can be getting that done maybe after Christmas. So this is probably the last video for probably a couple weeks. So hope y'all have a Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you before then, a Happy New Year. Thank y'all for watching. Bye.